When you can really start to get things done in your life, it doesn't matter if it's in your career, health, friendships, whatever. This is when you start to become a more mature man or woman. And here are some tips to help you do those things much faster and more efficient. But first, we really have to start with the question, why are people so ineffective? And one of the biggest reasons is that people don't fully commit to the things that they are doing. This means don't blend things together. If you're going to study, then study. Don't study for 15 minutes, then go check your phone for 10 minutes and then come back to it. You're not playing ping pong here. We already know that our phones are killing our attention span. If you keep on doing this, you'll lose the ability to think critically and think deeper. Right now, if you have struggled with the fact that you feel like everyone else around you knows more than you, this is probably one of the big reasons. Because if you can't think about anything for more than 5 minutes without wanting to reach for your phone, how do you expect to learn or do things that are more complicated and requires more time and thinking? Don't get stuck in the shallow end. Maturing yourself as a person sometimes means that you have to learn to tolerate the boredom and then put all your attention on that one single thing that's going to drive your self-improvement forward. And then after your work, when you rest, actually rest. Fully commit to resting, which is, I guess, the easy part-ish. If you're looking to become a more independent person that knows their way around the world, hit that subscribe button. But you can also do the same things for 5 years and not improve at all, which is a pretty big problem because it literally means that you're outdated. So that's why if you are really to improve the way that you get things done, you must review. That's why it's absolutely necessary if you're looking to get things done that you review your work frequently. The people that you see that are really competent have usually refined their process so much that it's almost natural to them. So why review? If you're doing anything, there's a very low chance that you're going to get everything right on the first try. Unless you're an absolute genius, which is actually kind of hard to find these days, huh? So the key to massive self-improvement are the changes that you make when you review yourself afterwards. And one of the most famous writers, Ernest Hemingway, said that the only kind of writing is rewriting. This means that most of the progress that you'll gain is through self-evaluation. This means that if you're working out, record yourself and check your form. If you're trying to focus, count the amount of times that you've been distracted. You want to compare yourself with your goal from time to time, not to make yourself feel insecure, but to understand what are the habits that they are doing that you are not doing. Because the successful people are people just like you, so you can do it too. But if you're feeling just way overwhelmed with everything that you have to do, and it gets you really discouraged, this is probably because you're not doing this habit. Instead of trying to remember everything, list out exactly everything that you have to do down to the T. And the main emphasis here being, don't be vague. Let's take working out for example. If you put down, go to the gym and work on your chest, that might not be enough. You have to be specific and detailed if you want excellent results. What time, what exercises, how many reps, how many sets, how much rest time in between sets. And you might think that this is way too tedious, it's too much work, but here's the thing. You took all the guesswork out, so now you don't have to make any more decisions here. You simply just have to do it without thinking much. And if you plan something well, that's what's supposed to happen. So if you can, empty everything out in your brain onto paper and list everything out so it doesn't take more mental energy. And some people have the exact same wardrobe because of that. I can't do that. And then on the flip side, if you don't do this, you will struggle with the results. Because when things are vague, it's really easy for you to forget, cut corners, and skip. But then even with everything listed out, you still probably shouldn't be doing everything. Because one, doing everything is really just the recipe to accomplishing nothing in the long run and still exhaust yourself. Man, sign me up. Two, doing everything means doing everything in poor quality because you spread yourself too thin. The only things that should be considered to get onto your priority list are the ones that will help you with your current transformation. Please pick something good. Take for instance, social skills. It's a very critical skill that will really help you in the future. But if your current priority is to just get into shape, then it is not a priority. It's very important, definitely, but it is not your current priority. An example of 3 priorities for getting in shape might be working out 3 days a week, eating healthy, and sleeping on time. We can do a lot of things, but we can only focus on a few things at a time. Trying to do everything and you'll never get anywhere. So know your priorities. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will talk to you in my next video.